What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Little Scale Cars YouTube channel. Today in the review box we have the BMW M Hybrid V8. This is their GTP / HyperCar competitor from MiniGT. So let's take a closer look at these and see if they are worth adding to your collections, and see if they hold a candle to their Acura and Cadillac counterparts that we have already reviewed. So as always, let's get started by looking at our casting. Proportionally speaking, all looks well and good. Nothing really looks out of whack or anything like that. We'll go ahead and pop the real life car up in the top right corner so you can compare just a little bit. And then let's break this casting down. So what do we have that's plastic on this one? Well, just like with our other ones, the roof piece is going to be plastic, which, again, they've put the livery right on top of, so you can't even tell that it's plastic, except for the fact that it's not as cold to the touch. You also get your shark fin done in plastic and your rear wing in plastic here. We do have these dive planes up front, but these are casted into the metal section, so that's cool. Your mirrors are obviously that rubberized thing that MiniGT is known for. And then this little antenna section up here, that is also going to be plastic. But that about does it for the plastic. The rest of your body is basically going to be that one giant chunk of die cast, and then your base die cast as well. So always cool to see there. When it comes to our body lines here, everything is about as you would want it to look like. The big I can smell you vents up here, some cutaways in the wheels there, and then you got another little cutaway down here, some sort of vent system, I'm sure. Very cool to see. Exhaust flowing out back there. Very nice. Some vents here on the side. Some contrast between the splitter and the main part of the body. When you bring it to the back here, you got the diffuser looking really good. A little tow hook casted in. Very, very nice on the casting as a whole. So for our paint and deco, at the moment we have both IMSA liveries. You've got the 24 and the 25. I believe this specifically is the 24 Hours of Daytona from 2023. So if you look at your driver names up here, you're probably not going to be able to see that. But you will see like Colton Herta, people who don't typically run the full season, but we're doing that particular endurance race. Very cool to see there. As far as differences in the liveries, you're really not going to see much. The real life cars didn't have a ton of differences. As a matter of fact, the only ones that I know of for sure is the mirrors. The 24 runs the blue mirrors. The 25 ran the red mirrors. But other than that, you are not really going to get a whole lot of difference between the two, which is a bit of a bummer, but not the end of the world either. If you look here, there is a little green logo on this one by the number placement card that does not appear on that. So I did just see that. That's kind of cool. But yeah, carbon fiber on the sections that should be carbon fiber-ish. Definitely cool, but nothing wildly unique with the two liveries there. No WEC liveries have been released yet either. And for our details, we'll start up front here with that big I can smell you nose, which has been casted in very, very nice. Gets a little BMW logo here. No kind of meshing or anything back there. A little unfortunate. Probably accurate, but it doesn't maybe look the best at this angle, but you know, you're probably not going to look at it from that angle anyway. When you get these headlights that have been inserted here, they are plastic, and they look phenomenal. Like, those look so good. Making our way down the sides here, you do get race accurate wheels with the tire printing from Michelin on the side, looking good. Or again, take a closer look at that carbon fiber accents there, looking really, really nice. Again, making our way down to the back here, we do have our taillights and our tow hook casted in and then given a little bit of paint treatment. Nothing too crazy. Again, not kind of like on the same frame with the Cadillac. The detailing is not crazy, but that's because that's just lending itself to the real life car. But very, very nice nonetheless. Moving into our roll test, these being MiniGTs, it should be no surprise that they both roll, and they both roll extremely smooth. That would definitely have been something I played with a lot as a kid. Putting them on the scale, they come out to be an average of 50.67 grams. So that is got some serious heft to it, making it slightly heavier than the Acura, but not quite as heavy as the Cadillac. For our pros and cons, as of right now, this is the only 164th BMW M Hybrid V8 in existence. Sparky might be working on one for the future, I'm not positive there, but as of right now, this is all you get. Another big pro is going to be the absolutely fantastic job with the casting itself. Everything looks great, everything looks as it should, and I am a huge fan. The other and final pro is going to be the liveries. They have been replicated to perfection, as I have come to expect for this particular line, and this one is no different. They look amazing. For our cons, I will say there's no real major cons. I originally had no cons listed, but there is a few things we should point out, and it's mostly to do with QC. There's always going to be, I'm not going to say always, there's occasionally going to be a few little hiccups here. You can kind of see there's a bit of a blemish right here on mine, some sort of paint slop. And then here and there you'll see little spots where the tampo or however they make this livery just didn't align perfectly, or it has a little gappage in it. Nothing crazy or wild, but definitely something to look out for if you're really picky about that kind of stuff. Alrighty, let's get into some size comparisons. Here we have it with a couple other BMW race cars, with the BMW M3 GT2 from Hot Wheels and the BMW M4 GT3 from MiniGT. And here it is with the other members that I have already reviewed from this line from MiniGT, with the Acura ARX-06 on the left and the Cadillac V Series R on the right. So now with all of that out of the way, let's find an overall score. The hype level is going to be a 9.65 out of 10. I was slightly more excited for these than the Cadillacs, but not quite as excited for the Acuras. So going to slot that score right in between the two of them. The execution, I'm going to give it a 9.9 out of 10. You know, a few teeny tiny little paint blemishes here and there is not really going to dissuade me from picking these up all that much. Feedback. The community seems to have loved these just as much as I have. The feedback is going to be about a 9.75. When we take these three scores, add them up and average them out, we will be left with a 9.77 overall score, which is a truly fantastic final score here, especially when you factor in that these are about $15. I don't think you can really go wrong with these at all. Like, these are fantastic. They perfectly replicate the real-life race cars. They look amazing. If the chance of getting a minor paint flaw does bother you, you can always kind of give these an inspection if you're at the racetrack yourself and kind of make sure that they are meeting your criteria, and I think you'll be absolutely golden. I absolutely highly recommend this one. If you're not a huge fan of IMSA and you want to wait for some WEC liveries, I would be pretty surprised if we don't get those down the line. I am filming this the day before the 12 hours of Sebring is about to happen, and there is a special livery coming for that. Hopefully MiniGT will replicate those, or maybe the art car that they did on this particular car a while back. But as of right now, these are the only decos we have. Definitely worth waiting for more decos, but these two should also be fairly easy to pick up, and I highly recommend you do. And with that, guys, that is all I have for this review. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you are new and haven't done that already, and be sure to leave a comment down below telling me what your thoughts are on these particular models, and I will see you in the next video.